this stuff based on a generic waiver list. Okay, everybody know what all that is? The generic waiver thing, it's online, our handbook, our website. Everybody know how to get to that? Okay. Other stuff you're going to want, get some things to carry stuff in a canoe with you. You can either use these wet bags, like this, and there may be one or two extra around here if you need them. I think there are some in there. If you don't have any of those and you don't want to spend the money on it, we've got some blue barrels that you can seal the lid on and tie the barrel in there. But the stuff you want to have in there, that you're going to take with you each day on the canoe trip, include obviously plenty of suntan lotion, bug juice. I'd wear a big hat to keep the sun off you, and sunglasses. Guys, the sun gets, if there is sun this weekend, hopefully there is, the sun's twice as bright on the river as anywhere else. So the chances of getting sunburned are twice as much, right, Doc?
Yes.
Absolutely.
All
Alright, so you want to make sure you get plenty of suntan lotion, and one of the places you want to make sure you put plenty of it on is the top of your feet. Because if you don't have socks on, just go with shoes, I guarantee you the top of your feet, when it burns, it hurts. So make sure you cover that, cover your nose, tips your ears, all that good stuff, okay? You guys all listening? Because I don't want to have you, I hate to hear you guys moan and groan with a miserable fever and stuff with sunburn. And I've seen it happen, okay? So make sure you cover up real good, okay? You want to have some kind of rain gear with you. But if it's going to be rain gear that you have to put on like a regular raincoat, all right, then that's fine. But you have to make sure it's something that if you dump, that you can get to shore with. You don't want some great big monstrosity thing you can't swim in, okay? I like to take along one of those real lightweight things that I got up at Niagara Falls. They're real nice because you can rip right out of them if need be, but still keeps the rain off of you. You have something like that, but make sure it's something that's not going to drown you, okay? All right, make sure that during the day you have plenty of water. Take along twice as much as you think you're going to need. Because trust me, when you're out there paddling, you're going to get thirsty. Okay? Really, I wouldn't recommend drinking that Delaware water. You start seeing all those dead shad floating around, I'll guarantee you're not going to want to drink that water. Okay? All right. Food. Besides your good lunch.
Is there each stop? Can we replenish?
Everyone but the last night. So we're going to have to stock up pretty good the night before. And we'll have some containers in there we can fill up with water. Okay? If need be, we'll run a truck up to get some, but we should have no problem getting water each day. However, I would bring a good full bottle with you for the ride up and when we first get there, okay? I'd probably try to bring at least some of my drinking water because frankly all the water up there is potable. Being potable doesn't necessarily mean it tastes marvelous, okay? I think the water up there tends to be a little, what would you say the water up there is like? It's just kind of
rotten eggs.
No, it's not sulfur water.
Salty.
No, it's not that bad, thank goodness. Okay. Some other things that just remind me with this going by the gloves. Guys, you can't believe how messed up your hands are going to be if you don't put some kind of gloves on. I recommend gloves. We cut the ends of the fingers out or get weightlifting gloves. But you can't believe how quickly you can get blisters and stuff on your hands. It gets pretty miserable trying to paddle with blisters on your hands. So take good care of your hands so they'll take care of you. Put some weightlifter's gloves or regular gloves, cut the ends of your fingers out so your hands don't get so hot. So don't take Mom's good pair of gardening gloves, otherwise I'll hear it. Okay? Please don't do that. Everybody got that? Right, Mom? You don't want to give up your good gardening gloves, right? Okay. As far as footwear, you need to have some good footwear, not flip-flops that come off are not really good, because if they come off on you, you have to walk on the bottom of that Delaware. It's got a lot of rock down here. You're not going to walk in just flip-flops. You need to have some kind of decent shoes. You can be the kind of shoes that are river shoes. I like old pair of sneakers, but old pair of sneakers need to have some tread on the bottom because those rocks are slippery. Okay, what I normally do, I take an old pair of shoes the end of the week in the trash can, and then next year I get another old pair. Because after 1 week and getting soaking wet, they're about shot. So it's a great place to get rid of your old sneakers. Sometimes you have a burial. Let's see if we have enough. Okay. Let's see, what else am I?
Couple things.
Okay,
Milk
yes.
jugs.
Yeah, milk jug or a laundry jug or something. Cut out the bottom because when you get a bunch of water in the back, and dads, I hate to tell you, but you guys in the back where the water always goes, unless you're one of the rare ones whose son outweighs you. Water always goes back to you, so you're going to want a long string tied on that. When you get some water back there from splashing when you go through some rapids, you're going to want to bail that water out. Makes it a lot easier to canoe when you don't have a bunch of water in there. And he showed you the string.
Yeah, just something
Okay.
to tie that on with, and your food.
For you guys that want to take pictures with your phones, and I know a lot of guys love to do that, but as Mr. Jackson said, he's found a couple of phones floating out there in the river.
They don't
that
float.
are no good. Well, he found them in the river, okay?
I
You
found
want to have
them in-
something that'll keep them dry.
Yeah, I found them in Ziploc bags, and they don't work. If you think you can put your phone in a Ziploc bag, it leaks. It sits on the bottom of the water, and it's done. So get one of these.
Now take care of your cameras, because that water up there will fix you right up. Okay, we talked about hat.
Yes.
If you want, long sleeve shirts are a good idea, especially if it's cool, because it keeps your bug and the sun off of you. And wear light colored clothes. I know everybody loves blue jeans, but blue jeans are not the thing you want in the river for several reasons. One, it makes them real heavy when you get wet. Blue attracts bugs, and it's a royal pain trying to get those jeans dry. So wear lightweight nylon stuff. I don't recommend shorts. If you want to wear shorts, that's up to you, but you know, you tend to get a lot of sun on your legs and all, and bugs and all, so I like long pants, but if you have the kind of pants where you can remove the leggings, that's even better, but I'll leave it up to you guys. You guys know what you can handle sun-wise, I hope. Okay? Of course, you want to have a hat. You want to have some money with you, because we're going to be going out to eat Sunday night. You're probably going to want to have, you can either bring your food Saturday during the day for lunch, or you can grab some lunch on the way. We're going to go from here up to Hazleton, because there's my old tanks up there, the one I was on. Everybody wants to go. Well, a lot of guys say they want to go see that again, so we'll go from see that for about a half an hour, and then we'll go over to Narrowsburg. By the time we get up to there, we'll be about 3 o'clock. We have plenty of time to pitch tents and get ready for the evening. Okay, everybody good with that? We will, in the morning, Sunday morning, we'll pack up. We'll leave our tents and stuff up there first morning, because we're going to hop in the vehicles and go up to Calhoun and drop off everything and paddle on down. Then myself and 5 or 6 other drivers, and somebody's going to have to let me use their 7 passengers so I can haul all the drivers back and forth. I'll drive down during the day, and then I'll take you guys all back up. We'll move all the vehicles down. The next day, we'll get everybody launched out, and then I'll meet you down there with the vehicle and drive all the drivers back up to pick them up and bring them down. That's why we have the number of vehicles limited, because we want to have the number of drivers equal to or less than a car will hold. Otherwise, we're figuring out how to make several trips. Okay, so I believe we have on the list who we would like to drive. You can go over that if you'd like.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send out an email in the next 24 hours with the folks who are driving, and that way you'll know.
Okay, thank you.
I'm
All right, thanks.
Now, I'm not telling you who's in your car.
I'm already full. They already
I'm just telling you you're driving.
Do you have enough drivers?
We do, however, though, if anybody's pulling a trailer, we'd like 2 adults in that car. And some, because it's just nice to have an extra person when you have a trailer in case something happens. So there's only 3 of us pulling trailers, but we should all have 2 adults. Okay. Make sure, though, that you guys know who you come up with, and try to get the same people going back, so we don't have to worry about, well, who's where and who's on second and all that kind of stuff. It really gets confusing when people start moving around vehicles and all that. So we try to avoid that kind of stuff. Okay. The next day, anyway, we're going to be going down to an area called Minnesink. I think we're staying at Pond Eddy, though, which is right next to it. And then Tuesday night, we'll stay at a place called Knight's Eddy, which is, unfortunately, it's the worst camping spot, but there's nowhere other than a camp spot within 8 miles of it. So it's kind of the perfect area to stay. It's just not a very nice campsite. And that one we'll have to bring our own water into. As far as the campsites themselves, all the other ones will have water. They'll have hot showers, or reasonably hot. But as far as your camping, you are going to have a mat and sleeping bag and all that kind of stuff. We'll have tents. Okay? We'll bring along a book or stuff. We'll have evenings. If any of you guys want to work on any merit badges, any of your merit badge counselors and stuff are along, bring them along, talk to us. But I personally am not going to run around chasing down guys to see if they want to do merit badges with me. If you guys want to do a merit badge with me, bring this stuff along and talk to me, and we'll see what we can do. But I don't chase people down on this thing. This is partly my vacation too, so I'm going to enjoy it. But I'm also going to help you whenever I possibly can. But you guys got to ask, okay? All you young guys got that? I know in Cub Scouts we kind of spoon feed you. In Boy Scouts now, you guys got to step up and go get the guy that's going to help you, okay? There are lots of guys who can help you. You just got to go ask. If you're not sure, ask me, and I'll help you out with who should help you, okay? All right, any other questions? Anything I'm missing from my 4 guys who've been on the trip before? Anything I'm missing?
We're good.
Okay. We're going to meet here at 8. Once we get everything loaded, we will go. We're not going to race, but we are going to get everything ready to go, and when everybody's ready, we will leave. It's a fairly leisurely first day where there's no use in racing up there because then you're just going to sit there in a big campsite. Okay? But I think we should have enough stuff to do by the time we go over and see that tank and then drive over. We'll get there at a reasonable time and still have plenty of time to set up and enjoy the evening. And hope for dry weather. We haven't had an all rainy canoe trip in a while. Knock on wood, this won't be the one. A lot of
We're
times
already wet.
Yeah.
Is it advisable for people to bring camp chairs?
Yeah, you can bring camp chairs. I would. I mean, they're going to have picnic tables. Those picnic table benches get pretty hard after a while. I know I'll certainly have at least one chair.
Fishing rods.
Yeah, you can bring your fishing rods. The adults, you'll have to get a license, but you young guys under 16, you don't need a license. You can go ahead and fish.
Are we in PA or New York up there?
Well, you're right down the middle, so I think.
So as long as you have a PA license, we'll be good.
I believe you have PA license is good enough.
What about bait?
We camp in New York.
Where's
Yeah, all of our camping's in New York. Where's what?
bait?
I bet you
There's a bait shop in Narrowsburg.
Yeah, I imagine the campsite has it. That shop.
Yeah, the campsite has bait. They have firewood. They've got a lot of stuff that you forget. They have it there at a premium price, of course.
How big? Edible or not edible?
They're small amount of that.
Okay.
I mean, you could eat them.
Small amount, small size.
Pizza.
Are they like clean sunnies? You know, eat 25 for one meal.
They were decent size.
Okay.
They were easy to catch.
Okay.
Every time you went through the rapids and cast out in the water, boom, fish, boom, fish.
Where was this at?
No, I mean, we were just catching them.
We have no evidence.
I haven't seen that since I was up in Canada. It's almost that good.
It was, wait, where are
I
the
remember
other
it was so good up in Canada. One guy threw it in and the fish got his hook. He went back the next day and caught that same fish with another hook because he found his first hook down inside of him. So when they bite it there, they really bite.
The other thing we might want to watch is we don't want food in tents from the bear last
Yeah,
year.
yeah. Listen, guys, absolutely positively no food or anything in your tents. Last year, we had a bear in a campsite for the very first time. But we were smart, unlike the other campers. We lit a fire, we made a large amount of noise, and we put all of our food under cover. You cannot leave any food out. As soon as you get done eating, pack it up, put it away. Don't wait for Mom to come put it away for you. Mom's not here. You guys got to put away all your own stuff and put it away right away. I've seen what happened when a kid left something out on the dining room table one time, or the picnic table. I happened to wake up early, and there was a big old skunk climbing up on that puppy to get that guy's food. So if it ain't the bears, it's something else. So please do not leave any food out for any amount of time whatsoever, and we won't have trouble with a bear.
And if you pack, if you put all your like deodorant, toothpaste, and anything that smells or in one Ziploc bag or something, that way at night you can throw that into the car or something. That way.
We put all that kind of stuff in the trailer.
It's not going to help you out there anyways.
Well,
What we don't want to do is put anything in the tent with you.
Bears don't like mint.
If anything that kind of stuff is in the tent with you, it's going to come looking for it. I can guarantee you,
No,
every
that's what I'm
time you
saying.
hear these
Take it
guys
from
that
the
got
Ziploc bags,
attacked in
you
their
put that
tent,
Ziploc
it's
bag
because they had
in
something in the
the
tent
water.
that the bear wanted. I guarantee it. So don't take anything in the tent that you wouldn't want a bear to have, but he'll come get it.
That's right. Got to get used to it.
All right? Any
Everybody smells this.
questions? I'm never going to have a great trip. Hopefully the rain will go easy. We won't have any problems with that, we
Oh,
hope.
fabulous. Wanted to
Belts? Sure. Okay.